I see you can't hear me. Nice. Nice. Now you can, right? Now you can. Well, basically what I was saying that the next time the stream goes out, I will stop the stream because that sucks. That sucks so much. Like the fucking internet. It just I don't know, it just doesn't work. I already tried so many times, and after let's say 15 minutes, the internet stops completely. For whatever reason, I kind of feel like they have some kind of measurement that measures how much output you give through the internet, and then they cut you off, basically cool down or something. I don't know. It just stops completely. That's the thing. It's not even like getting slow or something. No, it completely cuts off of the internet, and that's it. And that's my internet. That's not on the any streaming service or whatever. Yeah, that's okay. What were you writing? In the meanwhile, it will suck. Yeah, I'm gonna deal with it though. I'm gonna deal with it. I already went to them, but they asked me questions. You know, you go to them. So I went to them. I walk in. There's a woman who doesn't really speak that well German. I ask her. So okay, can I? My internet sucks. Can you please fix it because I'm paying for that? And she's like, yeah. What's your client number? And I'm like, I don't know. I just know that my internet sucks, and I know where I live, and I know my name. Can you please go and fix it? And she said, no, we need your client number. Without client number, I can't even do anything at all. And I say, okay, so how do I know my client number? And what do you think? How do you know a client number? You have to search it in the docs. You have to go to the documents. You have to find the contract where you made it up with a where you signed the contract, and then you can find your client number. Or you can also find client number where they charge you the money in the bank. Like, why? Why do you need it? Why can't you just know? Uh, just know. I know where I live. I know my name. That's it. Are you currently employed anywhere, or are you fully committed to this? I am fully committed uh to building my business. Since I think 5 6 months, I am fully into building my business. And we had one launch of the course. Basically, the main way I make money is through running cohort based courses. So we had the first cohort. We had around 10 people in total, and then yeah, and in the meanwhile, in the basically gaps between those cohorts, I do one-to-one mentoring with people. So yeah, I basically earn my monthly expenses with one-to-one mentoring, and then I try to basically build a business through those type of sprints where I do a sprint of 12 weeks, and I try to earn as much money as I can with the launch. Yeah, that's my strategy. And currently I'm trying to build a second launch. So because I cannot really make people forget me on LinkedIn, or at least I don't really want, I need to keep posting, and I need to keep producing really good content. So what's your background? What do you mean my background? Um, I've been working as a developer, if that's what you mean. Any founder story? What do you mean founder story? What should it be? How do you imagine the story? I'm not running a million dollar business to have a super huge story or something. Uh, I just saw that people want to learn how to code. I asked people. I basically wrote a post, and so I asked people, "Hey, is there anyone who want to learn how to code?" And some people replied, and I said, okay, let's do it for free. And then after that, after I've done it for free, they basically, I said, hey, is here anyone who want to do it not for free? And then few people, I think 3 people replied. I could finally in total 3 people as the first clients, and then that's how it started. What did you study? I studied computer science, but that's not relevant. Studied computer science, then I worked as a developer, and now here I am creating creating different, basically creating triangles and in Canva. That's why I studied computer science, to be able to create those things. What is Git? I don't really like this. Are you from England? Oh my god, man. do I sound like an English person? No, I'm not from England. I'm from Ukraine or Germany, depends how you view it. Okay, so we go here through these things, and now I have this one, then I say thank you, blah blah blah. Where can I find your cohort? Why would you want to do that? I mean, you're if you're not in Salesforce, then my cohort is not for you. But you can go to the Cloud Prism if you wanna have a look. Cloudprism.com. That's the landing page for my cohort. Now, instead of creating multiple versions, instead of creating multiple versions of the same document, we're basically gonna go and have for each version, we're just gonna have a commit message. Okay. Why are they all still not 35? I thought I already changed everything to 35. So one thing that I'm trying to do is to be consistent with the font, because if you have at one page's font like 30 and another 35, it's a little bit, it doesn't really matter that much, but because I put a lot of effort in my post, I would rather be sure that um, that everything is perfect. Additional information. Think everything's ready for deploying. Deploying, posting, not deploying. I already think about Git and deployment and all of that. Git solves this problem. Let's have a look. Yeah. there are some posts where I feel like, oh, that's gonna be awesome, and there are some posts where I have no idea. It can be super good, it can be super bad, and it can be somewhere in the middle. And this is exactly one of those posts. I have no idea how it's gonna perform. I'm happy how it turned out. I think it's a good visualization with a good analogy. I think it actually explains quite well the concept. I think that the visual part could be better. I don't think that the visual part is really that good, but overall, I think it's decent. It's very, very, very decent. Probably wanna move them here. Actually, no. Why would I? I want, I want so that it's on the same level. Yeah, like this. This position goes forward. I used not to have this type of footer, but when people started really stealing my posts, I was like, okay, I'm gonna create a footer so that I can at least track back um, my posts if something goes wrong. I mean, you still can deal with those things, right? You still could have removed those things if someone really wanna steal it. There's nothing I can do. But the interesting part is that if you write on LinkedIn to the LinkedIn support, if someone stole your post and you write to the LinkedIn support, they actually delete the post and they ban the person. That's actually really cool. And the stream is still going. Wow. Wow. I'm proud of my internet. How long it's been? 13 minutes. Okay, get ready guys. In 2 minutes, if it's not down, then it's good. It's still 30. Okay, I need to go and see that everything is 35. That I write 35, 35. That here I'm looking at this one. The text font 35, 35, 35. Oh, I was moving them. Damn it. Okay. Says 35, 35. Mm-hmm. I think it's good. Here we go. Spotted another one that is not 35. Okay, kind of time travel. Okay, I have an idea how to make it. I'm a little bit dissatisfied with the way the further page looks like. Um, but I have an idea how to change it. Okay, let me do few versions and then let's see which one we like the most. So it's either this one, maybe this one. I think this is cleaner. But that kind of shows that this is a visual guide. What are you doing? You try to make logo? No, I'm trying to make a LinkedIn post. And I'm thinking about which one to take, this one or this one. Yeah, I think this is a little bit better. Yeah, I think it's kind of better. What is Git visual guide? Yeah, I think it's good. I think it's good. Oh, I see. I didn't update it here. Okay. Should I also change the color of those? Yeah. Thank you for reading, and then this one. Okay, let's try to download it. That's been my whole day, guys. So basically, I even started yesterday with just few ideas how to make it. So it's been a whole day for me, trying to make this. So this goes very much against the idea of posting daily. This is the whole idea of posting daily on the internet. It's so wrong, because guess what? Try to post daily. try to post like this daily. You will burn out because it's basically impossible. It's a lot of content. You can Here's the thing. I would rather post once or maybe twice a week, but really really quality stuff, rather than posting every day fluff. Hello, I'm new here. Welcome, the Epic Man. Welcome. Are you building something? What's that you're doing? Okay. Commits. Yes, yes. That looks good. I'm happy with it. Now let's actually post, because it's not all. We also need... I'm learning C++ right now. Oh, then you're on the wrong stream. We're building a business here. Definitely, if you're here for learning how to code, wrong stream. Let me look. So I think Pablo had a really good... What is this? Just few lines of code can extract brutal information direction. So the scripts utilize simple Salesforce. Okay, I don't know what's that. Okay, anyway, so I think Pablo Gonzalez, he had a really nice quote about something. Um, about Git. He had a really good quote about Git. Yeah, of course. I mean, you're free to stay, especially if you want to learn about content creation or if you want to learn how to build a business. That's the best place. Yeah, that's funny. That's a funny thing. I'm trying to find. He had a Git. He has a post about Git. Yeah, Git should be mandatory skill for Salesforce developers. This. Yeah. Did I did I comment something? Yeah, post something. Basically what I'm searching for is the hook for the post, and I need to post till 5 my time, so I only have 16 minutes left. Right? So I cannot really think too much about what I'm gonna be writing here, but I have to come up with some kind of hook for the post. And the best way, one of the really good ways to come up with a hook is just to go to your post and try to summarize your whole post in one sentence. But with really teaching post, it doesn't really work because I'm teaching here what is Git, so I cannot really summarize it in one sentence. But I still can come up with a meaningful hook. I can do something like Git. I mean, I totally agree with Pablo that Git should be a mandatory skill for Salesforce developers. I totally agree. How can I put it in my words basically? Maybe first supporting his point. What do you mean? So devs work with Git daily, but refuse to learn it. And then I can write, that's crazy to skip a skill that you'll be using that frequently. You'll be using that frequently. main Git concepts. It took me about 1 year to get familiar with it, and now I can't live without it. Devs work with Git daily, but refuse to learn it, and that's crazy to skip a skill that you will be using that frequently. So let's visualize Git. Yeah, I see chat agrees with me that Git is such a pain point for a lot of people, and I really refused to learn Git properly for a very long time. And when I learned it, it turns out it's not that difficult. It is, I wouldn't say it's easy, it's annoying, but it's not hard. It's not hard. I would say with 1 year of practice, you kind of get familiar with it, and you feel already that whatever happens, you will be able. Because the whole idea behind Git is to help you with your versions, right? To help you, not to prevent you to something. And the whole idea behind Git is that everything is reversible. So if you mess up with something, I mean, there are here and there are a few commands that can mess up everything, but in general, if you mess up something, you can quite well just go back and just redo a lot of things. So it took me 1 year until I felt that I can actually mess up things, and that's not gonna that's not gonna do anything bad for me, because I will be able to go back and actually restore everything that I messed up. So that's a very nice thing to learn as a developer. So don't postpone those things, guys. Okay, and now choose the document. What is Git? Open Git visualized. Done. Looks good. Looks good. Like it. That post was definitely one of the most difficult posts to visualize, because because there's not that much information, and that's the problem with visualization, is that so for example, here you Google Git Git staging area diagram. Is that helpful? It's not. You know, like, people think that, oh, they're gonna give this diagram and people gonna see, oh, it's so visual, it's so clear. No, it's not. Not at all. You give this diagram, and I know it by my students, because Git is actually hard for them to learn. You give them this diagram, and they're like, what? So what am I supposed to understand here? What is Git add, Git commit, and blah blah blah? That's super hard to understand. Um, so yeah, and for those who want to learn Git, I guys, if you know good materials for learning Git, I need it, because I don't. What is the best Git course? I don't know. I know these courses, but they're not really about Git. It's more like about CI/CD in Salesforce. I know that they made the default branch master. Yeah, I worked at few companies that have master as the main branch, but doesn't master main. It's all fine. The problem is with understanding those concepts, and they're so unnatural, those concepts, right? So it takes a little bit of practice to actually get them. So I'm searching for a really good Git course, but I have never found. When I was learning Git, I didn't really do like one course or something. I just was messing up. And actually, one thing that really helped me to understand Git, it was building own CI/CD pipeline. If you want to learn Git, go and try to learn the pipeline and set up some kind of branching strategy for your org. Especially for the Salesforce people among us. So if you're learning Git, go and try to set up your whole org with different branches, and go learn about different branching strategies and try to implement basically a pipeline for different branching strategies. It's not as difficult. It's not something that seniors only can do. I think as beginner you can also very well set up just the DevOps pipeline. It's not as hard. It's just basically a few commands that you write in the GitHub Actions, and that's it. So try to set up, and I think that's been the most helpful thing for me for learning Git. Yeah, basically what I'm doing now is killing time before 5 o'clock, because at 5 o'clock I have to post, and I have the post ready already. Here's the here's the post, so I don't have anything else to do until that time. So if any of you knows a good Git course, then I'm welcome. Then not I'm welcome. Then you are welcome to send it. Oh my god, my English today. Okay, so I'm gonna post it. You guys can join the Discord, by the way. And the next step that I wanna do is just think through what can we do on the Discord. Why are you posting? I'm new here. Well, I'm posting because this is my main the way. I mean, I'm content creator on LinkedIn. Can you say that? Definitely not calling myself an influencer, but I create content. I love creating content, and I love taking those difficult topics for beginners that learn how to code, and I like visualize them, because this is something that I wish I had when I started with coding, and now I'm trying to do those things. So that's why I'm posting this, and I also teach how to code. I teach beginners, and that's at the same time it's both. It's for me a little bit of marketing, and it's kind of hobby, and of course marketing. So another thing, while we are waiting, kind of wanted to speak through what to do with the with this Discord channel, because we actually got a lot of really cool people there in the Discord channel, and a lot of people that I really admire, a lot of people that I like, 0 people that I dislike, which is good. Basically, we got really good community there. The only one thing is that I think it could be a little bit more discussions could happen in this community as we grow. And one of the ways to create those discussions is, because look, this is not enough. If you want to build a community, it's not enough to just smash people into the Discord channel and then say, hey, here's your community. That's not enough. We need to create this sense of community, and the sense of community is created by, in my opinion, this is how I understand now. First, having a certain purpose. So we should have a purpose, and the purpose is, for me, is earning 10K a month. This is my purpose. Collaborative Rocker, didn't see you. Because I have my chat today. I don't know what happened with my chat today. So you're writing that. Wait, is it? Yeah, it's you can see here. Okay, nice. What you're writing here, but then the problem is they can understand Git, they don't know how to properly read the sequence diagram. Can be complicated, especially when they're about us handover, state management, all these aspects. Yeah, I agree. I mean, whenever I give to my students, whenever I try to explain Git, and if I would be showing this diagram, that's just meaningless for them. Doesn't mean anything. So you need to speak in kind of analogies, and you need to basically show the whole process of how to use Git. And the way I approach now teaching Git is just through practice. And this is something that I realized actually in the couple of years of teaching coding, is that most problems, they're solved with just solving more tasks. And that's so crazy because I remember I was stuck with one of the students on one topic. She couldn't understand, I think, lists. Yeah, she couldn't understand lists. So what I did, I just created for her, I think 20 or 30 more tasks on lists, exactly on the lists. And it worked. She understood it. And the same way, whenever we hit the wall with one of the students now, I just basically go and say, hey, you just need to do 10x the practice that you've done for this topic, and then you're going to be good. Because usually the theory that you have for programming concepts, they can be basically summarized in just a couple of, let's say, in 1 hour of presentation. Don't need much more. But the practice that you need to do for this topic is exponentially more. It's not 1 hour of practice that you need. It's maybe 5 or 10 hours of practice. So it can be definitely 10 times more of practice that you need to do for the theory that you read. So the way I approach now teaching Git is just saying, here's your step-by-step instruction how to work with Git in our setup. Just go and run through this setup 20 times. Just 20 times go through algorithm of deploying something and committing and pushing to the branch. Once you're past the stage, and before I deliver the whole theory on the Git, and then you go 20 times through this whole, you repeat it 20 times. And then if you still don't understand how it works, then we can reiterate on certain things that you don't understand how they work. Yeah, that's my approach. And for those who learn how to code, guys, in most of your problems, you can just solve by doing more. That's it. Just if you don't understand topic, go and do 100 tasks on the topic. You will understand it. Okay, so I think I'm ready to post. Ta-da! Post. Whew. This took me such a long time. That took me such a long time, this post. It feels good. It feels good. Any recommendations for a good beginner level Git course? And then I usually write something like bonus and write a pin there. And why do I do it? I don't really know. I kind of feel it's the right thing to do. I just like, so I don't wanna mess up my initial post with more info, but I want to give additional information about the topic. So that's usually why I use the comments. Bonus. One evening, I had a talk with my mentor, senior developer. He said that not knowing Git is holding me back, and this is true. Like, we had a talk with my mentor basically, at the company, and we kind of looked at the skill metrics. We had skill metrics, which skills are missing for me to go to the next level of developer and like to proceed through the career basically. And we saw that Git, I have no idea about Git. And it's not like that I didn't have an idea. It's I was able to use it, but I was never I could basically only point and click. I had no idea about the underlying concepts. Uh, and we identified that this is a problem. And because I didn't understand that, I couldn't do anything for the pipeline, for example. We had a DevOps pipeline set up there, and I couldn't do anything. So I was basically all the time waiting for this developer to help me with the pipeline when something was going wrong. um, and we sat down, and he said, "Hey, look, you really need to learn Git." To my surprise, no matter how many courses I was doing. So basically, the story is following. No matter how many courses I was doing, I didn't feel like I'm learning something new. And I didn't feel like my Git knowledge is actually rising. I see you're saying, oh, I'm gonna check out like once I finish this, I'm gonna check out what you sent. That's real nice because I really I couldn't find back then when I was learning, and I still can't really find anything good to get. Okay, to my surprise, no matter how many courses I was doing, I still felt bad about. I still couldn't fully comprehend Git. At the end, gave me a task. Set up the whole DevOps pipeline and Git branching strategy for the next project. And that was actually the task. So we had the project that was really easy on the timeline. And my mentor said, "Hey, here's your practice. You will not understand Git unless you really do that. Unless you really go and set up the whole DevOps pipeline yourself." And I was like, "Okay, I trust you." And then I went and I set up, he helped me, and that was the point where I finally could understand Git. Everything started to make sense. Okay, so I'm not so sure about the grammar, but I hope that that's fine. Bonus. Yeah. Okay. And look at this. Yes, I know. I like my own post on LinkedIn. I know. And guess what I do as well? I also repost my own posts. I do that. I know. You might think it's bad, but I do that. I do that. And another thing, by the way, for those who wanna like, those are very tricks on LinkedIn. If you wanna get additional, let's say 10%, 10-20% exposure to your post, after around 6 hours, you repost your own post without thoughts. and that increases a little bit, 10-20% the visibility. Okay, so let's check out what you have sent me. Okay, that's the first one about Git, and that's the second one about Git. Okay, so let's do this one. A guided tour that walks through the fundamentals, Git inspired premise to know things. Okay. Start Git immersion. This is good. I already can tell just from first basically from first seconds. That's good. That's exactly what you need. Ah, Ruby. Ah, damn it. Okay. Lab 2. Get tutorial package, unzip HTML work. Ah, damn. If it was not about Ruby, it would be so much better. I wish we had the same thing, but what with just documents. I think it makes sense to explain people. But this is a really good one, by the way. This is a really good one. Git init. This is a good one, but I kind of feel that. Check the repository. No, this is good. This is good. I'm definitely saving this one. Definitely saving this one. And the second one that you have sent me, getting started with Git. No deep shit. Like it. Like it. Setup. Create a new repository. Ah, this is good, man. This is also good. Check out the repository. Git clone or git clone username, workflow, index. Oh, look at this. Some visualization. Okay, and another one. Let's check that out. The one that you use to visualize Git graphs. Where do you need to visualize Git graphs? It's JavaScript library, right? Commit message. Branching. Ah, this is a good one, man. This is a good one. Should I add them to the post? I think I should. If you allow me to add them to the post, I'm gonna add this to the post because they're really good. Okay. JavaScript library to draw pretty graphs. Are there any screenshots? Ooh, nice. Ah, I see. I see. I don't know what. Ah, this is good. I see. This is good. Yeah, it's like if you're developing an application that needs to visualize Git. But besides that, that's a really awesome website. Advanced usage. That's a really cool. That's that's a really cool. But this is a really cool website though. Okay, good. Yeah, everyone is sending this one. But I don't know. Like I was trying to learn it that way. I didn't find it. I don't think that the problem is that people cannot understand it in that way. I think the problem is that people fundamentally don't have a really good understanding around around why do we need it? What problem do we solve? What is the difference between local repository and the remote repository? How do you combine local and remote? What are the staging area? Why do we need a staging area? Till this day, I sometimes question myself, why do we need staging area? Because it's not intuitive, those things. But yeah, this is also a good one. Okay, bonus 2. Spamming my own posts. best Git resources. Okay, so the first one. So the first one is this one, right? The guided tour. I would say easy to follow. Easy to follow. Git tour. I wish I could remove those things from LinkedIn, but no, I can't. Okay, so this is the one. This is the one with just simple commands, right? With I would say git tour. Git tour with commands. It's the first one. The second one. It's this one. This is getting started guide for a simple getting started guide for Git. Interactive Git branching. Interactively learn Git. Or I think proper English is to say learning Git interactively or something in this. Learning Git interactively, okay? Okay. And if something comes up, I might adjust it here. Oh, look at this. People seem to like the post. That feels good. That's a good one. Thank you. Thank you. And Collaborative Rocker, thank you even more because the resources that you have sent are fire. Those are the resources that I'm definitely taking and I'm gonna be recommending them for my students. They are really, really good. Look at this. I think the post is doing great so far. And this is and look at this, guys. This is the whole power of LinkedIn. And I know that there is a whole imagine this. There is a whole subreddit of people who are shitting on LinkedIn. Imagine that. That's so funny. Like LinkedIn currently is one of the best platforms. If you go to Twitter, like the thing with LinkedIn is that LinkedIn is so people are so nice on LinkedIn. You will not get bullied on LinkedIn in most cases, or at least not to the degree as you would be get on the Twitter. So people are really nice on LinkedIn, and the algorithm is very similar. So if someone likes your post, then it's probably going to be shown for their subscribers. So yeah, it's a really good place, and this I think it shows that. Look at this, for example, 1,000 views. I would never be able to get 1,000 views on YouTube in 15 minutes. And clear, those views are not the same as on YouTube. It's like 1,000 views here. It's completely different connection to people who watch me, for example, on Twitch, or if you're watching me on YouTube. It's totally different thing, right? The connection, the connection is totally different. But still, if you're good at copywriting, if you're good at creating similar posts like this one, LinkedIn is the place to go, and especially if you want to create something that is for professional people, for professional people. Not for, that's my English. If you're targeting, for example, founders, or you're targeting developers, or you're targeting someone who is a little bit couple of years into their career, they are all on LinkedIn. They are all on LinkedIn. So yeah, and also to add to this, I think this post is gonna be doing great because it seems like people liking it. I mean, I already happy how it looks. But for example, this one, it was one of the worst performing posts that I've ever made. So it's always like this. You never know with LinkedIn, and I think it's always like this. Not only with LinkedIn, it's also with just content creation in general. You rarely know what post is gonna be doing great and what not. You just try to do as good as you can with the time that you have, and you hope for the best, and you always try to make it better. At least I try to make it better. Yeah, that's the post for today. Okay. And yeah, those are really good. Are there anything? Let's research a little bit more. And the problem with Google right now, and this is why for example, I'm strategically avoiding search engine optimization for my for my new business, or for the general my business that I'm doing. The problem is that Google now, let's Google Git or best resources to learn Git. It's gonna be, guess what? It's gonna be shit, because they are all optimized for just as search engine reach. That's it. They're gonna be so vague, right? A Git book, like this Git, it's not the best resource for sure. It's hard to understand for beginners. It's hard. Oh, by the way, this one is good. This one is good. It's not exactly about Git, um, but it's actually good. Let me add to my resources. Where are my resources? Missing semester. Not only Git, but really good in general. Yeah, this. Oops. Yeah, guys, if you're writing me on LinkedIn and I'm hanging out on the stream with LinkedIn, be ready that it might be shown on the stream, because the LinkedIn pop-ups, they don't care. They just show themselves. Okay, so let's have a look at the best resources. Best resources. What is Git? That's the problem. Look at this. What is Git? If I'm searching for best resources to learn Git, I don't need to read it. I don't want to read it. And this is the problem with current Google search. They are so optimized for the ranking, that you get really fluffy material. This is really bad. Okay. Learn Git branching. Okay. GitHub Minesweeper, what? Okay. Have no idea what. I don't think it's the best resource. Okay. What else? Oh my god. Okay. It's again the game. I don't think that games. I don't know how about you, but I was never a fan of using games to learn something. They usually just confuse me. I just want to learn the proper thing. I don't want to be distracted by all the game fluff around. Git project, okay. I don't think it's the best way to learn Git. Bitbucket. That's interesting. Oh, that's not bad actually. It's lists some visual stuff. Yeah, okay. Yeah, but still not. Still, it's very much focused on them. Git immersion. Ah, here we go. Okay. Git immersion we already know. for visual learners. Oh my Git for computer science. Oh, that's interesting. Git for computer scientists. Oh, this is good. This is good. This is good. Let me add it. I know that my most audience are not computer scientists, but this is something that is really, really good. I like it. Is it self-promoting, Rohit? Are you self-promoting? That's not the way you should do it. Okay, so if you wanna promote anything under any post, don't do it like this. Don't do it like this. Let's be generous and let's check out this one.
like what is VS Code and all the things in this session. So you have to and all the things you can see here. Okay, in Google Chrome, this new repository.
2 years ago, man. So if you wanna promote, then don't do it that way. Go and actually write a really good comment that's gonna bring some value, or make a funny joke, or post a meme, or do something like this, and then it's gonna work. Then it's gonna work. Then people will like you, and your comment will be boosted to the top, and then there's gonna be a promotion for you. But don't do it that way, please, please. Okay, so Git for computer scientists, really good one. Learn Git branching. What's that? I think we already had this one. Yeah, this is a visual one. Explain Git with D3. Okay, let's say Git fetch. And what's happening? Nothing happens. Or is it supposed to be a game or something? If I don't understand it quick, then it's not good. Git for ages 4 and up.
So hello, this is Git for Ages 4 and Up. I'm Michael Schwern. LCA has graciously flown me in from the wilds of Portland, Oregon. And I'd like to thank, first off, the AV people for, well, you might be mobbed. Okay, great. So let's do an ad, and you'll just have to switch back to the laptop, please.
Yep.
Sorry about that.
I think it might be really good.
So let's write a file. Is that too low? Can everybody see that down that? I'm gonna raise up a little bit just in case. There we go. So we'll write a file.
I like how those computer science guys, they're always like, oh, I'm gonna create a super easy tutorial for basically children from 0 to 4, or like from 4 and up. And then they go and do the whole navigation in their console, in their terminal. Like, what the hell? Why can't you just use clicks for beginners? Just go and use clicks. I know it's cool when you're writing in the terminal. I know it's cool. I know you're like a hacker, and especially if you do something like this, and then you open the terminal and then you write it. Then of course it's good. But come on, this is for beginners. Don't confuse beginners with those things.
File. This is a line in my file. Save that. Now,
for me to use Git Kraken is the best one to do all the commands per interface. Yeah, well, this is danger. So this is the thing. This is how I was doing that with interface all the time, and it was actually hard. So here's the thing. It's easy when you don't run into the problems, but as soon as you run into the problems, you kind of don't, by doing everything with the UI, you remove yourself from understanding the underlying concepts, and it's really not good for your just general understanding. But that's fine for if you want to just get the stuff done.
The first thing you have to do is tell Git, hey, add this file. Now what add does is add writes to the repository. At that moment, it has written your file to its repository in a thing called.
Okay, I see that this is good. This is every ID is unique. Yeah, this is good actually. I'm gonna share it as well. And oh, I didn't. Okay. Yeah. Okay, guys. So that's gonna be actually it with the stream for today. I unfortunately I'm gonna need to go now. Thank you everyone for sticking with me, and see you tomorrow in the same time. And remind me tomorrow. I'm gonna show you how this post was performing in general for the first 24 hours. Yeah, thank you everyone, and see you tomorrow. Bye bye.